Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 10 logo.
Jones now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Charlie. 51.
Now Jones being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Now.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 18 Gators. Bring. Now.
Jones off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Bring it. Line 20. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Goff on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the safety creep. Hey, kill. We're good. We're good.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. It's caught, Shepard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. General West. Yo, go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready up. Go 50 against the mic. Here we go. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Throwing Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Motion.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a first down throw. Gone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
We got 3. Watch 9. Tight end right. Slam.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ric Flair. Kill.
From the end zone, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Pick it up.
On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler, his second sack of the night. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Room here to run. 34 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, New York.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Well, you won. 61, matchbox lights. Whirling. 51's the mic. Go. Mike 51. Watch the backer. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
Robert Woods, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Giants first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
90 Wolf. That QB's trash. Let's go. Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Samson Abuka able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Here's Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another carry now for Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's it, baby.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Taco Charlton able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This one from 35 yards away. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
They'll go to Barkley again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jones now operating from the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on second down. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 13. Check 13.
Again they run with Gurley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So come up here on 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist. Super.
They try right side here. Gurley. 20. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
You better be afraid of me. Time go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, exit. 58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, come on out here, come get some.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. 5.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Okay, ready?
Jones now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, echo. Get it.
Jones to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger thing.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Giants,